Hey guys, SugarTensai here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a little tutorial. I'm going to be giving you guys 4 tips that are very simple and easy to use that will hopefully help raise your art level. So yeah, let's begin. So the first tip I want to share with you guys is the use of line art. As you can see, I started off with a very simple base, and now I'm adding detail to it by hatching. While most artists probably would have left it as it was, because I know that most people like to rely on coloring for texture and for depth, but I instead like to use line art as my base. So I think that what distinguishes lower level art from higher level art is the amount of detail put into it. The more detail an artist has put, the more professional the art will look. Even if your art skill is not that great, you can achieve this look just by paying attention to the small things, adding some texture with some hatching, stuff like that. I think that, yeah, precision and concentration, it will almost never go wrong for you in art. Don't be ashamed of your art skills. You can definitely improve by just adding more detail. So that's what I like to do in this line art step. And I know that everyone has different styles. Some people have a simplified art style, so of course this not may be for you, but I know that most of the time, I think it works. Now the next tip I want to share with you guys is the art of coloring. I like to color with watercolors in this example, mainly because it illustrates my point and it gets it across. I like to use the layering process. As you can see, I applied one base of watercolor and then I started adding colors I wanted to highlight on top of that. So what I'm trying to say is, instead of just using one color to color, try thinking of colors as more than one. So if I wanted blonde hair for this girl, I obviously added blonde base color, but then I started adding different colors on top of that, which highlighted it while still maintaining the blonde color. I think it's a good way to make your coloring pop instead of just using one shade of one color. Same thing for the coat. I started off with a brown color, but then I started adding blue on top of that, and this just makes it look very, I don't know, more stylized to me. I like this style of coloring more, mainly because it just looks more colorful without being too colorful. So another tip that I want to tell you guys when coloring is that nothing is really ever white. So in this scarf, it's intended to be white, but I added a light blue, light gray kind of color to indicate shadows. This is a rule that I have for myself when I'm coloring things, to never leave anything white, except if it's intended to the background or something. But yeah, just try and never leave anything white. And yeah, you can see the layering process of the coat. It's still brown, but it has highlights of various other colors, and I think that this is a good way to raise your art level, just by kind of mixing colors, but make sure not to do it too much, or else the colors might look a bit too dirty. And I am now going to be starting on the leaf. This is a better way of seeing what I was trying to do. I started off with a green base, and then, I'm moving to the background now. And just another note, whenever you're coloring, just understand which parts of the picture are meant to have detail and which parts aren't. The purple flowers at the back, they are the background, they are not meant to draw attention, so I am not adding detail to them. But as you can see, I'm adding blue and yellow and a bit of red onto the leaf and the frog. Now the next tip I have for you guys is for those that don't want to do backgrounds. I am lazy, so sometimes I don't do them either. It's just this blooming effect of the watercolors or any color. Just put saturated color in the point you want the audience to focus, then slowly bloom the color outwards. This creates a very clean effect that I think really works for simple pieces. Now the last tip I have for you guys is completely optional. I sometimes like to round my corners just to give it a bit more flair to my piece if there's not enough detail in it, or just give it a kind of stylized effect. And I feel like it really works for this piece because it is a very simple piece. There's not much going on in the backgrounds, so it just adds to the overall feel, the simplicity of this piece. So yeah, if you guys ever want to, just try doing it. You might really like it or you might not. I feel like I sometimes do it only for simple pieces like I've said, so yeah, definitely give it a try. Anyways guys, that's it for now. I hope that these tips helped you a bit, and maybe that you'll apply them in your next art piece. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye guys!